Okay, so next I wanted to explain to you what I have here. It's kind of like my ready basket, kind of like when you're an expectant mom, you are, you have your go bag for the hospital. This is kind of similar, except obviously we're not going to a hospital. Lord willing, we will not have to make any trips to the emergency vet. She'll be able to do everything fine on her own, and I can assist her if not. That we won't have any complications. So the first thing I did was I just found a throw blanket that I have that I'm not using right now, that it's pretty warm and it's pretty thick. I will not put that in the whelping box, but I thought it's a pretty decent sized throw, and I will be able to drape it over top of the whelping box, just again to kind of hold in some of the heat or block any kind of air that might be going on, since we're going to have the air conditioner on. So that's my thought there. Of course, I will make sure it's very secure so that it doesn't fall in on the puppies, but that's one piece that I thought I would have ready. Also, I did purchase just a laundry hamper from one of my local stores. This one was the Dollar General, actually, and I chose one that, I could use in the future that would go with my decor, because I'm a little extra like that. But I did choose a basket just because if I need to transport the puppies anywhere, then I thought this would be an easy way to do it. I'll put that blanket or a different blanket in there, and I'll put maybe one of the pee pads in there. And that way, especially when they're little, before they get really, they start climbing around and being agile, that I'd be able to transport them pretty easily in here. So that's the thought was with that. Very inexpensive. One of the other things that I picked up that I had seen as a recommendation from another breeder was these flour sack towels these were from Walmart. Very inexpensive as well. There's 10 in there, so we should be covered. And they actually said they dispose of them afterwards, but this would be used for one for each puppy to clean it up after it's born. Just wipe it down and clean it up. And it's, I'll determine whether or not I keep them or not. I am not much I'm a recycler and a reuser and a repurposer. So, if I feel like it's able to get it clean and save them for another time, for another litter, then I would certainly do that. I try not to throw things away if possible. So I may be able to clean those and reuse those, but that was definitely very inexpensive. Okay, another thing that I have is, of course, I feel like it would be very important. I just have a little notebook that I'm going to use to keep track of everything. Any notes or questions. I'm taking notes right now by reading articles, books, watching videos, different things like that. So I put notes in here, but then I'm also going to use that to keep track of all the different puppies. Information. I do have a small scale. This is a kitchen scale. I actually use it for shipping and mailing packages, but I figure for quite a while, at least for when they're first born, I will be able to measure their weight and keep track of that. So that is another item I placed in there. Let's see what else. I did get some disposable gloves. I had these already in my craft room, and I just pulled those out so I can use those when I'm helping, if I need to help with the delivery or just to clean the puppies up. So I have that on hand. I did have to go purchase a nasal aspirator because it's been many a year since I've been doing that, since I needed one of those. So I just picked that up as well at, where did I find that? I can't remember. That was at Dollar General as well, you guys. That's one of my favorite stores down here in the South. I also pulled out a little ruler. I have this in my craft room, and I thought, I may need to, I might just record their measurements as well. That's what we do when we have babies. How long are they? How much do they weigh? That kind of thing. So I just pulled one of my rulers out so I can do that. These are the puppy pads I was mentioning. They do have these in extra large. They have them in, I think, just large, maybe even small size. And those are from the Dollar Tree. So I just got probably like at least 5 packs of that. It could have been more, but you get 4 in each one. So that will be perfect. So I can put those in there until they, start getting potty trained. And then let's see, the last item I have in here is some collars. So I wanted some puppy collars. Of course, I needed bright colors because I love my bright colors. I got them in a size small, and I just thought this little pattern was cute. So those are the collars that I'm going to use. And this particular one, again, I got it on Amazon, comes with a little let's see, I'm sorry, let me see if I can pull it out. Oh, I don't know if I can pull it out one hand. Let's see. Little chart that you could also use just to keep track. Be very simple and easy, based on the color of their collar, what day it is, and then just keeping track of their weight, because of course that is important. And then they even have on the back here for vaccinations. So that is what I have so far in the basket, ready to go. And I'm still doing a little bit more research, so I'll double check that there's not something else that I'm going to need, but I feel like that's pretty much going to cover it for the delivery, and then we will just go from there. So stay tuned. We will be waiting for the puppies to be born, and then I'll bring you along for some of the other adventures that we'll be going through as first time breeders. Thanks for joining.